Good morning, everyone. Gray Ghost isn't there. Duramax isn't there. When it rains, it pours. So I'm home. I'm going to take advantage of the home time and get some things done. Explain to you what's going on with the Gray Ghost. And take care of some things around the house. And I wanted to talk about why I wanted to become an independent owner-operator. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, listen, if you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe. And I would like to thank all the new subscribers. I jumped up 30 plus subscribers since the last video. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. It helps out the channel, and I can't grow the channel without your help. So I appreciate it. So if you like this channel, you like the content, better content will be coming. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. I try to answer all the comments. Sometimes I just can't, and I just hit the heart or I hit the thumbs up to respond back to those comments. Working on getting a new camera, because right now the one I bought, it just, I can't get it to work Bluetooth into my phone so that I can upload videos. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. So I'm looking to upgrade the camera. So hopefully shortly. As you can hear and see behind me, if you can see the flames burning. Adjust that down a little bit. You can see. We got a fire pit, and I have some old lumber that needs to be burned up and taken care of. So I'm going to be taking care of some stuff here. So anyhow, as I said, I wanted to talk to you about why I decided to become an owner-operator. Isn't she a beauty? So, about a year ago, I started planning. I always thought about becoming an independent owner-operator, was scared away by some things. And one of the things I learned is, because I've been in business before, is you have to be a risk taker. So over the past year, I've done a lot of research, talked to a lot of drivers, owner-operators, that is. And let me adjust my phone here so we don't lose it. Talked to a lot of owner-operators, some good, some bad. The good ones gave me the pros and the cons. The bad ones, the bad advice or the bad counsel, if you want to call it, nothing good to say about it. One of the things I have learned in the year planning up to this was, again, you have to be a risk taker. you have to understand the money that you're going to be spending up front. I did not want to buy new. I did not want to buy anything that was going to be ELD. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick the stand with an ELD on it. I wanted to buy used. I wanted to go old school, because that's just what I like. I wanted to run off paper logs, not e-logs. And I wanted to buy used. And the one thing you have to understand buying used, and this is what every driver had told me, and this is what I knew anyway, when you buy used, you're buying somebody else's problem, and you're buying something you're going to have to put some money into. I knew that going into it. And the truck I bought, I got a really good deal on it, and I couldn't believe that I spent less than $1,000 putting some minor things to it to get it ready for the road. Well, last week, and I'm not sure when you're going to get this video, my first maiden voyage with that truck, with my first run, I went up to New York. I was up in New York, and I was having some issues to where when I would push the clutch pedal in, I was getting some grinding and vibration. And it got worse over time, so I was concerned about that. And I knew that had to be, there's something with the clutch, that it either needed adjusted or it needed replaced. I was hoping it would need adjusted. So I have a 95 Freightliner FLD. Is that my dream truck? No. But I was not going to spend 60, 70 grand to get my dream truck. And one of the things you have to do when you're becoming an owner-operator and it's your first truck, and you don't want to have a lot of overhead. You don't want to have a lot of debt. It's one of the things, that was one of the things I planned. That's how I planned it. I don't like having a lot of debt. So I bought this truck, and it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't overly expensive. I got a great deal on it. The guy did a lot of work on it prior to me buying it. He got tired of spending money on it. I wish he would have told me there was an issue with the clutch, but when I first got it, I didn't have any problems. He probably didn't know it either. So it has the original transmission on it. So I was coming out of New York, got into Pennsylvania, stopped for some fuel, and I was heading down. I stopped at my second drop, my second load, and dropped. And when I got there, I couldn't get the truck out of gear. And you panic. So instead of panicking, my years of EMS have taught me, don't panic. Slow down, take a deep breath, think things through. So I shut the truck down. I was able to get it out of gear. Dropped the trailer right in the center of the yard, and the jockey said he'd take it. I was able to get it back into gear, so I pulled around where the empty trailers are that I had to pick up. And I sat for a little bit, and I was able, and then I decided to drive around that yard and see how and it was shifting fine. So I was like, all right. So I brought an empty trailer down to the yard, dropped it off, took the truck up to my shop. Very good shop. Got to know the guys up there. They take very good care of me. He had the truck a couple days. Called me up. He said, it is the clutch. The clutch needs replaced. Problem is, it's a Miramore transmission. They don't make them anymore. It's the original transmission. When he called a couple of places to get part, in order to hook that clutch into the transmission, there's parts that are damaged in the transmission, which is also causing the problem. They're hard to find parts, very hard to find. The ones you could find, it was 50 days out to get them. So he had his guys looking at them. So I got two options. He finally got what he needs. He can have them here in a couple days, and I'll be down about a week for that, if I decide to go with that option. The option is fix that. Spend the money on that, fix that. The advice that was given was, eventually I'm going to have to replace that transmission. It's a 10-speed, and I can upgrade to a 13-speed Fuller transmission, or an Eaton, whatever they can find, a Reman. spend a little more money, and then it's done. It's good to go. So those are the two options I have to explore. So I got some thinking to do and some decisions to make. Let me get this fire going again. Thank you. Sorry about that. Before I can get back on the road, I want it done right. The logical choice would be to spend the extra money, get the upgrade on the 13 speed, which will help me climb the mountains more. It's a 550 horsepower. I had a 43,000 pound load on the back. I did pretty good. Better than what I did in my company truck going up the mountain. Coffee, black of course, and so the logical choice would be to do that. So I'm working some things out. So there's the explanation on the Grey Ghost. Not what I planned on so early into running that truck, but I knew I was going to have to spend money sooner or later. I'd rather find out now than find out later, stuck somewhere 3-4 states away. Fortunately, I was able to get it back home. So, next, my Duramax diesel pickup truck. I had that truck refurbished, or pretty much restored. It's a 2002 Duramax diesel, LV7. Got an Allison transmission on it. Love that truck. Turbo. Thing is awesome. So instead of spending 65 grand on another diesel, I decided to spend about 20 grand, get that thing restored to last me another 15 years. The injectors that were put on there went bad, so that's in the shop. So we're down to a one-car family, and let me tell you something, that ain't fun. Back to the story of why I became an owner-operator. I want control of my schedule. I want more flexibility. I don't want to have to fight for time off. I don't want to have to fight for home time. I don't want to have to deal with bonehead dispatchers. It's a pain. But John, it's going to cost you money. Yeah, it is. It is going to cost me money. It's going to be all on me. It's on me. And that's the way I like it. So I have my own authority. Now I'm going to break away from that guy. I was leasing on, and I'm breaking away. I'm done. Because he pulled some bonehead moves, copped an attitude when my truck went down. And you know what? I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of it. I don't deserve it. I don't have time for that anymore. I'm too old for that. And to me, you know, it's a trade, one company driver, owner operator. For me, it's the best decision I ever made. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm broke down. I got to spend some money, but I'm happy. I'm in charge. I decide where I go, when I go, what I pull. So I'm happy with that. A lot of guys out there would say, you're crazy, it's nuts, you know. Well, I'm a risk taker. One of the things I also have learned from talking to other drivers and from years of driving is you have to be very resourceful. Anything that I can fix on my own, I try to do on my own. I put quarter fenders on, I switch the air dryer out, put a new air governor on it. A lot of that stuff I can do. When it gets into the engine work, I'm not going to mess with it, or the transmission, I'm not going to mess with it because it's beyond my skill level, and I don't want to screw the truck up anymore. And it already is because it's it broke down. So that's why I became an owner-operator. After years of driving and dealing with just jerks for dispatchers and companies, they don't care. They don't care. The guy I was pulling for here, he doesn't care about me. Now here's the clincher. Coming out of New York, stopped for fuel. I have his fuel card. Wouldn't accept the card, went in, found out there's no money on the fuel card. Another problem. If you can't afford to fuel your trucks, you can't afford me. Fortunately, I have my own fuel card. I had to put my own fuel in it. Another reason. At least on a large company, you're just a number. They don't care. They run you to death. They don't care. I don't need to run like that anymore. So, you know, you might be asking, well, why would you put yourself in a financial situation risking financial stability, yada, yada, yada. I'm an LLC. I'm protected. I have an accountant. I work with a factoring company. I can get my own loads from brokers. And we budget. We budget our personal finances. We don't live beyond our means, above our means. We don't live according to our yearly salaries. We try to live below that. Do we have some debt? Yes. Are we trying to get out of debt? Yes. Can I get out of debt faster on my own? Yes. So that was another decision to do it. So that's my advice. If you want to become an owner-operator and you want to buy your own truck, don't go for the most expensive truck out there, your first truck. Unless you can truly afford it, I wouldn't. It's not worth it. Sure, you're going to get, you know, nickel and dimed on a used truck. Lots of nickels, lots of dimes. But it is what it is. And it's easier to manage that way. Because if you get a newer truck, your payments are sky high. And my payments are low. So that's where I am with that. Again, if you want to become an owner-operator, really do your homework. Do your due diligence on it. Talk to a lot of experienced drivers. Let them take the good, take the bad. You make the decision. It's an informed decision that you have to make. Nobody else can make it for you. I jumped in. I was going to do it eventually, and I decided to do it when I did it. So, again, thank you very much for those new subscribers. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to get on the road next week. I will have better videos. I will have a little bit longer videos. Hopefully I can get a new camera. If you like this channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, the thumbs down, but I don't care. Whatever you'd like to do. It helps me out. And we're trying to grow this channel. Trying to bring you some more content. It'll be on trucks, it'll be on life, it'll be on, you know, just, it's not going to be strictly trucking. Sometimes I'm on my front porch, sometimes I'll be in the truck, sometimes I'll be doing this. I'll take you with me on my adventures, whether I'm trucking or I'm at home or I'm out and about. That's what I plan to do. So thank you very much. Keep the shiny side up, and I'll see you on the next one.